Imagine that you had a very long command like this one, and you used this command, let's say 2 hours ago, but you don't remember it now. So what are you gonna do? Well, the best possible solution is to look at the history of the commands that you have used previously. The history, we have this history command. It's actually a feature and it makes a lot easier to repeat complex commands. So let's just type history and press enter. So it will display all commands in the bash history. As you see that since beginning we have used these commands. You can also search a specific command in the history by pressing Ctrl R. But before that, let's clear the screen and let's just run one long command. I'm going to use echo command. It is just, this is a command, and it is just used to print something in the output of the terminal. So let's say that I'm going to say my name is Eshkin and I am from Azerbaijan. And that's it. Let's run this command. Now let's run other commands as well, just to have a few commands after echo. So in the bash history, let's say that let's run ls, let's run lsl cd pwd. I think it's enough. So now let's write history again. As you see that in the below we have new commands, and then we're gonna search specific string. For example, I mean the command name. You have to press the Ctrl R and it will open the prompt, and then you can just type a string, I mean the command name. For example, let's search for this echo. As you see that it already defines this command. So when you type a string, it will do backward search in the commands that containing that string as the command name or one of its arguments. And if you find it, you can just press enter. It will just run that command. Let's clear the screen and let's run this history command one more time. As you can see, it displays how many commands that we have in the bash history. There is a number for every command. And right now we have 89 commands that we have used previously. So bash is configured by default to keep the last 1000 commands a user used previously. But let's say that you want to run, for example, let's say you want to run this pwd command. Like one option is of course using this Ctrl R and then write a command and it will search for it, then you can just run it. And another option is, let's run this history command again. So another option is you can use exclamation mark and the command number. For example, I would like to run this command. I'm going to use exclamation mark and then I'm going to put this number. It is 81 and then press enter. Another point I would like to mention is about removing the history. In some cases you may want to wipe the bash history. So for that we can use the C option for the history command. Let's clear the screen. And if you type history and then dash and then C, it's gonna clean the current history. And if you just press enter, so the history is just cleaned. Now let's use history command. As you see that there's only one command, and which is history itself. There are also other useful options about history command that you can Google it if you want. But for now, that's all about the history.